What if I told you that some of the most catastrophic events in history have shaped the very world we live in today? These aren't just moments of chaos. They're stories of survival, innovation, and the undeniable power of nature. From tsunamis that erased entire coastlines to hurricanes that tore cities apart, we're exploring the most devastating natural disasters of the last century. Each one of these disasters left an indelible mark on humanity, teaching us lessons about resilience, preparation, and how small we truly are in the face of Earth's raw power. So grab a seat, stay with us until the end, and let's turn back time to uncover these jaw-dropping events that forever changed history. The early hours of April 18th, 1906, brought one of the most catastrophic earthquakes in U.S. history. At precisely 5:12 a.m., the city of San Francisco was shaken by a magnitude 7.9 earthquake, tearing through homes, businesses, and lives. The tremor was so powerful it ruptured 296 miles of the San Andreas Fault, creating visible cracks in the Earth's surface. The destruction didn't end with the quake. Broken gas lines ignited massive fires that consumed what remained of the city, burning for 3 relentless days. In total, over 3,000 lives were lost, and 80% of the city was destroyed, leaving 250,000 residents homeless. Makeshift camps sprung up, and survivors banded together, trying to piece their lives back together. The earthquake had far-reaching consequences beyond the immediate destruction. It pushed architects and engineers to develop earthquake-resistant buildings, laying the foundation for modern urban safety standards. It also revealed the fragility of early urbanization, where cities grew faster than their ability to prepare for disasters. But San Francisco's recovery was nothing short of remarkable, a testament to human resilience and determination in the face of adversity. The summer of 1931 brought relentless rains to China, triggering what is still regarded as the deadliest flood in recorded history. The Yangtze, Yellow, and Huai rivers, already swollen from months of heavy rain, overflowed, inundating an area the size of England. Towns disappeared beneath the waters, and over 53 million people were affected. The death toll is staggering to comprehend. An estimated 4 million lives were lost, with many succumbing to starvation and disease in the months following the floods. Entire crops were wiped out, leading to widespread famine that compounded the tragedy. Survivors lived in unimaginable conditions, crammed into overcrowded refugee camps and facing relentless outbreaks of cholera and malaria. This disaster was a sobering lesson in the importance of environmental management. Poor infrastructure, deforestation, and mismanagement of the rivers all contributed to the scale of the catastrophe. It remains a stark reminder that human intervention can sometimes worsen the effects of nature's fury. The tragedy sparked efforts to modernize China's flood control systems, though the scars of 1931 remain etched in the nation's collective memory. Mount St. Helens, located in Washington state, was once a peaceful, cone-shaped peak nestled in the Cascade Range. But on May 18, 1980, it became the site of the most catastrophic volcanic event in U.S. history. The eruption was triggered by a 5.1 magnitude earthquake beneath the volcano, which caused the entire north face of the mountain to collapse in a colossal landslide. This sudden release of pressure resulted in a lateral explosion, a sideways blast of superheated gas, ash, and rock, traveling at 670 miles per hour. The eruption flattened 230 square miles of forest, leaving a barren, lunar-like landscape in its wake. The death toll reached 57, including scientists and photographers documenting the event. One of the most notable victims was volcanologist David Johnston, who famously radioed, "Vancouver, Vancouver, this is it," moments before the eruption claimed his life. His sacrifice, along with the extensive research conducted afterward, has contributed significantly to our understanding of volcanic activity. The ash plume from Mount St. Helens reached 15 miles into the atmosphere and circled the globe, disrupting air travel and impacting weather patterns. Towns hundreds of miles away were coated in ash, leading to widespread respiratory issues and months of cleanup efforts. The eruption also reshaped the surrounding environment, creating Spirit Lake and leaving behind the Pumice Plain, which scientists continue to study for its unique ecological recovery. Today, Mount St. Helens serves as a stark reminder of the power of nature. It also underscores the importance of monitoring volcanic activity and preparing for potential eruptions, as these lessons have saved countless lives in the decades since. April 26, 1986, marked one of the most infamous days in modern history. At 1:23 a.m., Reactor 4 of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant in Soviet Ukraine exploded during a late-night safety test. The blast released radioactive materials into the atmosphere, equivalent to 400 Hiroshima bombs, spreading contamination across Europe. The immediate aftermath was chaotic. 2 plant workers died that night, but the real toll came in the following weeks and years. Hundreds of firefighters and plant operators were exposed to lethal doses of radiation, many succumbing to acute radiation sickness. The Soviet government initially downplayed the disaster, delaying evacuations and worsening the health impact. The nearby city of Pripyat, home to 50,000 residents, was evacuated 36 hours after the explosion. Families left behind their possessions, believing they would return soon. Today, Pripyat remains frozen in time, a ghost town overtaken by nature and a chilling symbol of humanity's overreach. Chernobyl's impact extended far beyond Ukraine. Countries across Europe detected increased radiation levels, sparking panic and calls for international transparency in nuclear safety. The disaster led to the establishment of the International Atomic Energy Agency's safety standards and influenced global energy policies, with many nations reducing or abandoning their reliance on nuclear power. In recent years, Chernobyl has become a dark tourism destination, drawing visitors fascinated by its eerie landscape and tragic history. The site also serves as a poignant reminder of the importance of accountability, scientific rigor, and the limits of human control over powerful technologies. The 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami is etched in memory as one of the deadliest natural disasters in recorded history. On December 26th, a 9.1 magnitude earthquake struck beneath the Indian Ocean near Sumatra, Indonesia, triggering a series of tsunamis that devastated coastlines in 14 countries. The earthquake was so powerful that it caused the entire planet to vibrate, shortening the length of a day by microseconds. The resulting tsunami waves reached heights of over 100 feet, traveling up to 500 miles per hour. In places like Aceh, Indonesia, entire villages were wiped off the map within minutes. The human toll was staggering. Over 230,000 people lost their lives, and millions were left homeless. Stories of survival and loss emerged in the aftermath, such as families clinging to trees or rooftops to escape the surging waters. The global response was unprecedented, with governments, charities, and individuals pledging billions of dollars in aid. In the years since, the tragedy has spurred significant advancements in tsunami detection and early warning systems. Coastal communities now conduct regular evacuation drills, and governments have invested in building resilient infrastructure to minimize future losses. The 2004 tsunami stands as a sobering reminder of the ocean's untamed power and the interconnectedness of humanity in the face of disaster. Australia's Black Summer of 2019 to 2020 was a fire season of unprecedented scale and intensity. Sparked by extreme heat waves, prolonged drought, and dry vegetation, Bushfires raged across the country, consuming over 46 million acres of land, an area roughly the size of England. The fires claimed 33 human lives directly and caused hazardous air conditions that contributed to hundreds of additional deaths. Tragically, the environmental toll was even greater, with an estimated 3 billion animals killed or displaced. Heartbreaking images of koalas, kangaroos, and other wildlife fleeing the flames captured global attention, sparking massive fundraising efforts for wildlife rescue and recovery. The fires also highlighted the devastating impact of climate change. Scientists warned that rising global temperatures and shifting weather patterns would make such extreme fire seasons more common. Public pressure mounted for stronger climate policies, both in Australia and internationally. Despite the destruction, stories of resilience and unity emerged. Communities banded together to rebuild, and donations poured in from around the world. Firefighters, many of them volunteers, became national heroes for their tireless efforts to protect lives and property. Black Summer remains a sobering chapter in Australia's history, underscoring the urgent need for climate action and preparedness. On March 11, 2011, Japan was rocked by a 9.0 magnitude earthquake off its northeastern coast, the strongest ever recorded in the country. The quake triggered a massive tsunami, with waves reaching as high as 133 feet and traveling up to 6 miles inland. Entire towns were wiped out in an instant. The human cost was immense. Over 15,000 people lost their lives, and thousands more were injured or displaced. The disaster also triggered the meltdown of 3 reactors at the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant, releasing radioactive materials and creating a secondary crisis. In the aftermath, Japan showcased incredible resilience. Massive rebuilding efforts transformed devastated areas, and the country implemented stricter building codes and disaster preparedness measures. The event also had a profound impact on global nuclear energy policies, with several countries reducing or phasing out their reliance on nuclear power. The Tohoku disaster serves as a powerful reminder of nature's unpredictability and the importance of global solidarity in times of crisis. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the most devastating natural disasters of the last century. If you enjoyed this episode of Turn Back Time, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious.